Hi everyone, this is Grace and welcome to another process video. This is my fifth layout with my April homemade kit, and it's called You Are My Sunshine, and it's a picture of my daughter from 2011. I'm starting off with a white cardstock, and this layout is based off of a sketch from Paper Issues. I wanted to use that crepe paper from Dear Lizzie, and I thought that the color of the crepe paper matched my title of my layout, which is You Are My Sunshine. And as you can see, I'm going to be making a lot of mistakes with working with this crepe paper. The design or the sketch that I'm following had a circle in the center, so I decided I was going to cut out a circle in the center, and then so that I can use the scrape paper twice this month instead of just once. But as you can see, doesn't work. The crepe paper is so thin that it was just ripping, and it was just, yeah, it was a big mess that I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, so I tried to cut it out and I tried to salvage the outside part of it. But as you can see, some of it is torn and it's not pretty. And so I'm going to try to think of a way to still use it. And I'm going to eventually grab the washi tape that I had pulled from to use with this kit. And I'm going to cover up the edges of that circle with washi, just kind of folding it onto itself, and then I'm going to to machine stitch a couple of lines with it. So I didn't really like, I had an idea in mind of what I wanted, how I wanted this layout to be, but because of this little um, mistake that I made with the crepe paper, that I kind of had to make do with what I already have. And thank goodness I had put this washi on my, I think I had put this in my kit, maybe not, maybe it was just sitting on my desk. I can't even remember. It's been a while since I made this layout. But let's go talk about the picture. So the picture is of my daughter. We went to Texas in June of 2011 to visit my stepdaughter. And on the way there, we stopped by and did a little tour of Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico. And on our way down to to Carlsbad, we stopped by Roswell, which is just outside of the caverns. And we stopped by at a little, I don't know, touristy spot kind of place. I can't remember what it was. But anyways, they had this little play area. And so my daughter was sitting on one of those carousel type horses. And I took a picture of her. And so, yeah, this is the picture of it. And I just wanted to document this one because first of all, she's not this little anymore. This was almost 4 years ago. What I love most about this picture is her curly hair. She used to have very, very curly hair. And over time, we've had to cut her hair, and some reason the curls went away. And so when I look at this picture, it instantly takes me back to the time where she had really pretty curly hair. And so I kind of documented that in my layout, how she had curly hair and her smile just brightens up the room, and so she is my sunshine. Anyways, back to the layout. As you can see, I'm working and trying to fix my ATG gun there. But before fixing the ATG gun, I was layering some scraps of pattern paper from the 6x6 paper pads pack that I had pulled out with this kit. And that was Amy Tangerine's, I think it's Ready Set Go, I might be wrong, but it's one of her older lines that I had got at Tuesday morning. So I just layer that, and as you can see, I had put that bold orange behind her on the top left, no, top right, top right part of the layered pattern paper, because I'm going to be adding a couple more like orange, bold orange stuff on the layout, and I'm going to use that kind of a visual triangle. This sunshine is a die cut from Imaginist, and I'm going to complete the title with some stickers and also my homemade die cut letters that I had die cut with metal, no, not metal, but foil paper from Graphics Arts. I've had them for a long, long time. And I know foiling is kind of a trend right now, so I'd cut that out with my silhouette. And the thing about it is, because I had gotten the cut file from, it was a free one from, I think, Scrapbook and Cards Today, and so there was only one cut for each letter, and so I had to make sure that whatever title I'm going to use it for, I can only use, like, you know, there's only one E, one O, and so forth. So for my word my, I used that Heidi Swap stickers, and I I'm going, and then I adhere that to a little flower sticker from Hambly that had the butterflies in them, and so I decided I would back that up with just a white circle punched out from cardstock. So there's my title. And then I haven't used this in a long time, but my Xyron sticker maker was a perfect little adhesive tool for my die cut letters. And this page, you know, after my little fiasco with the circle, it worked out fine, and I was able to get this page done in about 40 minutes. Oh, I gotta tell you this. So I have, the only thing that I don't like about Xyron Sticker Maker is you get adhesive in places that you don't want to. So that it had an adhesive on there, and so I'm trying to get all that adhesive out because of the nature of the foil paper, it sticks to it. It's very, excuse me, it's very glossy, and so it's stuck to it, and I just trying to get rid of as much as I can, and it's kind of a lost cause. So after scraping a little bit, I'm like, you know what, forget it, because I'm the only one that's going to eventually care if it had a bunch of stickers on there. When my daughter looks at it, she's not going to look about, you know, the messes that I've made in this page. So the sketch also had kind of a scattering of stars on there, and so instead of stars, I'm using these butterflies from that sticker sheet from Hambly, and I backed them up on white cardstock just because they were clear stickers and very flimsy, and so I wanted to give these butterflies a little bit more of a body, so I adhered it on white cardstock. And I'm also going to eventually just adhere them on the page with just a couple of dots on the center of the layouts, I mean on the butterflies, so I can flip the wings of it so it looks like they're actually fluttering around my page. So that big bold pink and yellow paper is going to be part of my visual triangle. The orange in that butterfly mimics the orange of that pattern paper, and then I think I'm going to add a few more things on the bottom by the title so that I can have 3 different hues of that color. So here I am just trying to figure out where all the butterflies are going to go, and I think I'm going to eventually add a few more butterflies, maybe one more butterfly in there, just so that it will be going from top left all the way to bottom right. And then I'm also going to be adding some enamel dots on some of these butterflies just to give it a finished look. So here I am adding them just adding them with this on the centers with some mini glue dots. Now, if you've never worked with this little mini glue dot dispenser or the glue dot dispenser, it's pretty cool. So you don't have to deal with the you know, the paper that comes with a roll of glue dots. It just rolls inside that that little tube, which is, or the dispenser, which is pretty handy. So here I am adding my enamel dots, and those enamel dots are from Doodlebug. And then I decided I wanted to use a flare button here where I think it says Hello Sunshine, so which worked out really well. Then I'm trying to use up that cut up paper that says It's So Cool. I got that from that Simple Stories DIY paper sheet, but I'm going to eventually not use that one. And that was just, the one I just adhered is a little paper strip from the 6x6 paper pad. And then I think at this point I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to add my journaling. And so I decided that I was going to use my typewriter and just type up just a few things that I wanted my daughter to know and why I consider her as my sunshine. And I used the backside of some leftover 6x6 paper pads just so I can maximize my supplies that's already on my table. And I'm adhering them as strips using some more mini glue dots. And I like doing this when it comes to my journaling, you know, printing them out and then cutting them into strips, because then I can put them wherever I need to as far as where there's space in my layout. Sometimes I pre-plan where my journaling is going to go, especially if I have a lot to say. But for the most part, journaling kind of comes after I have adhered everything. So it's nice to have them in strips so that they're not one block and it's harder for you to find space for it. And I'm going to be using my Studio Calico date stamp, and it's one of those date stamps that has words on there as well. So I'm covering up that word part with just Post-it, taking that when I, you know, put my roller onto the stamp pad just so that it doesn't get any of the words on there. So here are some close-ups of my layout. I hope you've enjoyed this little share, and please come back soon for another process video. Happy crafting. Bye.